And we welcome you to N.E.W. Whiplash live from the Metro Radio Arena in N.E.W. Castle. We are sold out back in the Northwest. I'm Max Radix. Northeast, I say, excuse me, alongside my broadcast partner, the former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. It's all that jet lag, Erwin.
They'll certainly chastise you for that one.
Yeah, a lot of our Newcastle fans are now hurling their drinks at me. These proud Northeast men and women paid their money to see some live N.E.W. action, and that's what we're going to give them here tonight. We're going to kick things off tonight as well, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, of an Extreme Rules triple threat between O'Grady, the Gangster, and Franco in the Intercontinental rankings. Should be a good one, three hard hitters. I've got a little bit of history with each other. I'm looking forward to that one to kick off Whiplash here tonight.
Well, I mean, surprisingly not the main event as well, the decider for that women's tag. Who gets to face the Outlaws come Riot this Sunday? That is our co-main event, if you will, but of course our main event tonight is the match a lot of people have been waiting for in the world rankings, even if it's not for the title. Simon Youngblood taking on Hannibal Jacobs here tonight.
A great main event for Whiplash. Pay-per-view worthy main event between Simon Youngblood and Hannibal Jacobs, two former N.E.W. World Champions, will go toe-to-toe live here tonight at the Metro Radio Arena. Newcastle love their wrestling. Well, tonight they're going to get plenty of it.
Sounds like a rowdy crowd.
Yes, it does. I'm going to put you on the spot here as well while we wait for these three men, Erwin. I mean, it's Extreme Rules, all three of these men no stranger to hardcore stipulations. O'Grady, the Gangster, and Franco, all former champions as well. Who are you putting your money on?
O'Grady, O'Grady has come off an unsuccessful attempt to get into that Intercontinental title match. Of course, match 2 out of 3 will be also later tonight. Let's find another participant for that fatal 4 where Blaze getting through. The other two here not getting a look in. Not sure why, they're all down to Adrian Goldman's decisions.
Well, it's O'Grady, 6 foot, 290 pounds from County Wicklow Island. The former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. Already in his career, the big brawler, former bare knuckle boxer. No stranger to a fight, Erwin, in the best shape of his career, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, seems to have been working out hard since leaving Xander Enterprises in the rough and tumble way that he did.
Well, the controversial association with that doomed group has refocused O'Grady, and he's come back looking better than ever.
Let's be clear, that match was not an easy win for Blaze. O'Grady certainly put him through his paces, could do the same with Gangster and Franco here tonight.
I think O'Grady, like a lot of these guys, just has that fire inside him to improve his fortunes in his career and win a few more titles, but the same could be said for this young man, the Gangster. 6'3", 299 pounds, determined to establish himself as a single competitor, has done that with some aplomb here in N.E.W. so far. Brooklyn, New York. Proud member of the Hit Squad, former TV champion and a former tag team champion.
Again, have the opportunity come Riot to try and take those tag team titles back with his partner Tyler York.
Yeah, Tyler York and the Gangster. A definite threat, a serious threat to Magnum Opus, who are limping to say the least right now with the injury of Rick Weaver.
Both have been put in competition this week as well, perhaps warming them up, but perhaps trying to even the playing field a little for a somewhat unprepared Magnum Opus.
Well, you know, O'Grady wanting to prove himself, the Gangster knowing he's on a hot streak, and Franco, 6 foot, 248 pounds of him, from Beverly Hills, California, former 3-time TV champion, former Intercontinental champion, so he's been there before in this ranking, and a 2-time tag team champion, off a big win with his tag team partner, Erwin.
Yeah, redemption. Certainly did well.
Can Franco do the same tonight and impress in singles action? Can he keep that momentum going?
Again, Yuri is a tough athlete, but I still believe he's a little rocked since the change in Yuri, if you will. Of course, him kind of going on and proving everything he's said. As much as people may not like it, Yuri is the champion. Yuri has kind of proven that he is the better man. Won that series.
He won that series emphatically. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Owen. And Franco has indeed changed as well. Oh, Gangster and Franco teaming up there to deliver a big suplex early on in this match from O'Grady. Oh my word.
Spinning drop kick there.
It was like a roundhouse drop kick, it was beautiful.
Oh! Float over DDT from the Gangster meanwhile.
Yeah, this one has got right to it, these three men just hitting hard and hitting fast. The Gangster going for the legs of the technical expert, Franco.
And I think Franco is going to be the most hesitant to introduce any kind of weaponry into this match.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly the most technical wrestler in this match by a long way.
Although saying that, we have seen a bit of a change in Franco's attitude as of late, removing turnbuckle pads. That's
true. Oh, that new attitude might serve him well in a match like this one, though, especially like a brawler like O'Grady. Oh, and a thug like the Gangster. What a forearm smash by Franco. Oh, jawbreaker there by O'Grady. The big Irishman trying to fight back.
Franco
counters,
finding his feet again.
That leg sweep, that face planning. The big Irishman right into the canvas. Oh, what a knee by O'Grady. Arm drag takedown by Franco. That technical base just shining through there by the two-time All-American. The Gangster intercepts, runs Franco off those ropes. Oh, sunset flip.
Word. And another neck breaker this time. Sending O'Grady to the outside. Franco trying to recover on the apron. Gangster laying in wait. Interestingly, letting Franco get back in the ring. Perhaps a mistake there.
A volatile start. Snap suplex by Franco. This one has skyrocketed.
There we go. Franco surprisingly the first to look for weapons. Finds a steel chair.
That commentator's curse has struck again. The two-time All-American with a steel chair in hand, intercepted by the big Irishman.
Didn't get to use it.
Neckbreaker by Franco to O'Grady. Gangster there picks up the pieces, wasn't paying attention. Oh! Gets a hard backdrop for his trouble.
Boot to the face to follow up. Franco quite dominant in this match so far, having a lot of trouble.
Absolutely, he's looked super focused here tonight, Erwin. The Gangster trying to block that snap suplex, and he does with that punch to the ribs and that elbow to the head of Franco. O'Grady now intercepts the two men.
What an uppercut!
What an uppercut indeed.
Completely interjecting himself into that battle those two are having.
Oh, from the middle rope, that DDT.
I thought he was going onto that chair, but narrowly avoiding it.
Franco now, that big elbow had the majority of the offense in this matchup. German holds on.
Again, narrowly avoiding that chair.
And another. That's two. Still. Yes, a trio of German suplexes beautifully executed by Franco, narrowly missing that steel chair.
Tried to put an end to the Gangster, but the Gangster was ready, and O'Grady back in once again.
Yeah, O'Grady like a thorn on the side of Franco there, who's dissecting the Gangster. Has to start all over again, finding carry counter to the big Irishman. Chitopa's down for the count one, not even a two, not enough damage done to O'Grady.
O'Grady has always had one thing, and that is his resilience. He's just been building on the rest. And here's this signature flurry. We saw this several times against Blaze, trying to put him away.
The flying lariat by O'Grady and a hard
was ready for the Gangster. Gangster countering though.
Alabama Slam! What a manoeuvre!
Connecting with the turnbuckle pads on the way down.
Clawing his way to the men, but not enough. O'Grady kicks out after 2.9. This one still got gas left in the tank. The Gangster now looking like, he's in control of all. The big knee by O'Grady. Pivotal knee by the big Irishman.
Yeah, but missed that kick. Aiming for Franco.
Yes, he did, and Franco just like that with a big German whipping.
And what a knee in the corner.
Jesus, what a knee and an elbow to the spine. Nothing fancy about that. Goes for a
O'Grady
pin.
could be out.
Wait a minute, Gangster's back up though. Gangster's back up too. Didn't need Gangster. Kicked out on his own to the big Irishman.
Again, that unyielding resilience from O'Grady. Always surprising how much he can actually.
Well, the big brawler knows how to take a punch, there's no doubt about that. That chop block.
Again, has talked many times about his misspent youth. Basically
Gangster
looking for fights in pubs back in Ireland.
Fulfilled every stereotype in the book, did O'Grady.
Really did. Changed his ways, of course. Found his fun in the ring, competing in mixed martial arts. Meanwhile, the Gangster pin here.
Kick out. The Gangster looking to take control once again.
Slowing the pace of this match somewhat.
Going for that
chaotic start.
Franco powering out with it. I'm not sure if the Gangster wants to meet Franco on a technical level here. The big Irishman having none of that. With that hard lariat taking out the Gangster. Franco was ready for O'Grady though. Gets him right back in the corner.
Perching him on top.
What is Franco going to do?
He sent
to the big Irishman O'Grady. What can he do?
Stood up on the top rope, double underhooks in place.
Superplex! What a double underhook suplex by Franco. Goes for a pin, that could be all. Chitopa slow to the count, but he's there too. Not enough. The Gangster sweeping in. Double axe handle break up by Franco. Did not appreciate that one bit.
We've seen that cheeky pin get a victory before. Competition,
shot by the Gangster.
Yeah, just taking Franco from behind and just landing his head into the canvas.
Spellbreaker. Counter.
Big back body drop.
Tremendous reactions by the Gangster. 2. No! Dear Lord, how close was that?
There is no quitting O'Grady. You literally have to knock the guy unconscious to get a win. Gangster realising that now. Taking in a deep, deep breath.
Staggering tenacity by both men. Standing here attacking by the Gangster.
Franco back in.
That last ditch effort took everything the Gangster had. And in that time, Franco has caused that obstruction. The Gangster keeps on top of the two-time All-American, delivers a hard clothesline. Chitopa's down. Not even a 2.
That tough dynamic of a triple threat match. That just as you may have eliminated one, another creeps back in.
Backdrop by the Gangster.
The Gangster
running straight. DDT.
Into
O'Grady.
Going for another pin on Franco.
2.
Still only a 2. Could not find the 3.
After that furious flurry by the Gangster, it was not enough. The patented GBH neck wrench to Franco, just wearing his opponent down. O'Grady on the outside trying to gain his senses. Might not be quick enough. Another 2.
Again,
by the Gangster.
Trying not to waste this time that he has.
Getting ever closer to a win here. That hard elbow right to the head of Franco, who has no response to the Gangster, in complete control.
But again, O'Grady
over Franco right now. Another neck wrench, another wear down maneuver. O'Grady with that big knee to the Gangster, trying to cause some interference there. A big elbow by the Gangster, ready for O'Grady. Comes through takedown.
But again, the Gangster running out of energy here, going for another
beautiful
pin.
Knee wrench, goes for a pin.
Still not enough.
Well, after a match of this velocity, of this violence, did you really think that one of these men would stay down? They might stay down for that.
Going for a pin, but Franco trying to find his feet here.
crawls towards him. No!
O'Grady still
would not stay down.
Again, the sheer resilience of that kid is extraordinary. But now he has Franco to contend with. Russian leg sweep.
Tremendous Russian leg sweep by O'Grady. Should open there for the pin again too. No! No again.
What an opener here for Whiplash. Newcastle have come alive for this one, and rightfully so.
Again, Franco being worn down by the big Irishman. Franco's taken a tremendous amount of punishment by the hands of the gangster and O'Grady here.
Still a 2. This match still dragging on. All of these men have taken a lot of damage. A lot of punishment.
Sit out powerbomb by O'Grady to Franco.
Now turns his attention to the gangster, who was too busy watching the fans.
I think he was trying to loosen that top turnbuckle pad, but he was paying no attention to what was going on behind him, which gave the big Irishman O'Grady the chance he needed. And he struck
An interesting
on the outside.
He's looking for weaponry, not looking to finish this at the moment.
Well, I think, he wants to make sure he wants that insurance policy, but didn't make enough of that kendo stick. The gangster back up on his feet, whose resilience has been well documented itself. That big guillotine on the top turnbuckle goes right back to work on Franco.
You see how much punishment
he seems to be out of it. Oh, wait a minute, no, gut wrench suplex by Franco, who's pulled something from the nether regions of his soul and gone for a pin. Oh no, Grady surely not, no! What a match!
Drop kick to the back of the head. Franco once again looking for his trio.
Holds on. Second German coming. Oh, connects beautifully. Those wrists locked. Yes.
3 huge, devastating German suplexes. That could be enough. The gangster back in, but too late, and finally this match is over. But what a match!
That vicious trio of German suplexes finally enough after a hard-fought battle. Franco finally uses that much talked about technical ability.
O'Grady finally yielding to a pin. So much resilience from all these men. So much determination. And again, this is just in the rankings. They're going to have to wait till after Riot to even be considered.
You know, this is one of those perfect examples. Sorry, one of those perfect examples of Adrian Goldman planning for the future. You know, the mad scientist loves to do it, and tonight Franco has shown himself to be a possible IC champion contender. With an outing like that, it'd be hard to bet against him, Erwin.
Huge victory for Franco. A big push in his career for the future, no doubt. Stood quite a test there, but we move on into a match that Alice Young herself requested. Adrian Goldman granting it here tonight. Could be a big risk for the boss.
Yeah, Emma Zander will face Alice Young tonight in an Extreme Rules matchup 1-on-1. The two-time women's champion will face Emma Zander, the relative newcomer to the ring. And many would say this is the lamb to the slaughter.
Well, if you were watching Turmoil last night in the main event, Diana Simmons picking up a huge victory, getting her match at Riot 12 to face Sonia Jackson for that women's title. But right at the end, Emma Zander out of nowhere, and we still don't know why, attacked Diana Simmons and Alice Young. Farrier, of course, joining in. Then an attack turned to Sonia Jackson on the outside by Diana Simmons while they were all distracted with one another.
Well, certainly still a mystery to why that did indeed happen after a turbulent night last night here in N.E.W. The result of which is this match between Zander and Young. I mean, And this really is the ultimate test tonight, Erwin, for Emma Zander, and just how far she's come as a performer, and not just as a manager, because Alice Young is about as good as she gets in that ring. In the women's division, Emma Zander will have to be at her best if she stands any chance against that Tennessee chicken wing. Emma Zander, 5'5", 138 pounds, from Boston, Massachusetts, that puts the wife of William Zander, the leader of the failed Zander Enterprises. What is Emma Zander's best chance of survival here tonight, Erwin?
Well, you nearly said husband, because she wears the pants. Emma Zander is one tough woman, and this is an Extreme Rules match, so she's really going to have to, in my view, I think she's going to have to utilise the Extreme Rules part of this match. Not let Alice Young get any momentum, utilise the outside of the ring, turnbuckle posts, steel steps, any weapons she can find underneath there. We know there's a few stashed back away after that last match.
So wait a minute, Erwin, let me get this straight. Your advice to Emma Zander, who's still relatively new to the business, is to assault Alice Young, the demolition queen, with a steel chair. That's Zander's best chance.
Well, I mean, as you've pointed out, she is a relative newcomer. I mean, out-wrestling Alice Young is pretty much out of the question at this stage in her career, I would have to say.
Well, you know, I'm not trying, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to pick holes in your theory, and I'm just merely trying to point out that a one-on-one at this point in Emma Zander's career against an opponent like Alice Young, like this woman here, 5'5", 132 pounds, from Memphis, Tennessee, the great wrestling country of Memphis, Tennessee, a former women's tag team champion, two-time women's heavyweight champion, one of the best N.E.W. has to offer, Erwin. A match Zander against this woman, in my opinion, is suicide at this stage in the game. It's nothing short of suicide. This could be the shortest match in the history of N.E.W.
Well, and again, Alice Young requested this match after the result of that post-main event blitz. Wants to teach Emma Zander a lesson, and she might very well do it.
Emma Zander's going to school tonight against the Tennessee chicken wing master, Alice Young.
With all the chaos that's happened here, I think Adrian Goldman didn't really think this through, simply booked it because it was easier to say yes. But we may have another Troy Webster on our case.
Oh, what a DDT by Young, immediately on the attack to Zander. Stomp to the chest, and what did I tell you, Erwin? Immediately.
Oh, wait.
Oh, takedown by Zander.
Interestingly,
showing a lot of hustle here.
The crowd completely behind Zander here tonight.
Well, yeah, the underdog. Why wouldn't these morons don't know any better?
Valiant attempt is paying off here. Trapped arm neck breaker there.
Tremendous manoeuvre by Zander.
Perhaps she can out-wrestle Alice Young here tonight.
Middle rope.
Oh, wait. Jumping down quickly when she heard that music kick off. What the heck is Sakamoto Dixon doing, getting herself involved in this match?
The Queen of Strong Styles music is playing. The question is why Alice Young,
she has not shown up though.
Tried to capitalise on the distraction of Dixon's music. Zander corner away, gets a knee to the gut for a trouble. Oh, dropkick right to the spine by Young, who just like that, Owen.
Well, even Alice Young there,
like
taking a moment to check the walkway. As far as we can see, there is no one there.
The rope, drop kick, sidestep by Zander.
Well, I think the women's division getting a little heated here. It seems everyone's wanting a piece of anyone.
And by takedown,
Sakamoto Dixon
by Young, jawbreaker by
changing
Zander.
her mind to come out here.
You never know with Dixon. Another Northern Light suplex by Emma Zander. Beautiful suplex there by Zander, who's getting into a stride here. Counter by Young. Drop to the back of the knee. And a scoop slam by Alice Young. The veteran instinct of Young. She was in real trouble there after that flurry by Zander. And immediately now, you're right, I think Alice Young is furious.
Dragon Sleeper locked in tight.
The amount of offense shown by Zander in this submission, right next to the ropes. As a result, this Extreme Rules, the ropes don't matter.
Alice Young beginning to utilise that advantage. Oh, another neck breaker though from Xander. That crouching neck breaker, not even going on with.
Russian leg sweep. And a stomp. You're right, I mean, both these women, unorthodox, violent tempers, clearly don't like each other, Erwin. Emma Xander surely has a lot of confidence in her own abilities if she thinks she can hang with Alice Young. That sweep of the leg by Young.
Oh, blocked the shot.
That forehand blocked, but not the DDT. Not the DDT, Young. These two ladies still jostling for position. Young with that hard kick right to the head. Misses with the spinning kick. Oh, but connects the forearm.
Misses again.
Misses again with a kick. A huge drop. And a headbutt by Xander and both these ladies.
Than we were expecting here.
Took the words right out of my mouth, back and forth.
Emma Xander has definitely been learning from someone.
Emma Xander.
Oh wait, chop across the chest. Springboard, drop kick.
Beautiful.
The velocity of that move, she's certainly found her mark with that one. Going for a pin here on
dropping,
Young.
athleticism and the pin.
No! Close but no cigar. Alice Young kicks out at 2.
A whisper away. Emma Xander.
Undeterred,
Smell blood.
Straight back to it.
I don't blame her, and this would undoubtedly be the biggest victory of Emma Xander's career if she could achieve this tonight against the much more experienced Alice Young, who plants that reverse DDT.
Again, she's certainly done a lot better.
Oh, what a kick.
Many were expecting.
Runs those ropes.
Oh, rear view. Well, that could be it for Emma Xander, but no.
Hard rear view. Strong leg shoved by Xander. In the corner. Almost exhausted. That's given Young the time to get to the outside, but that's not improved. Her position here.
Oh my word! Just ramming her into that steel barricade on the outside.
The fireman's carry right into the steel barricade. Alice Young's spine must be on fire. Responds by throwing Xander right into those steel steps.
You see her clutching her arm there.
This one just got extreme, real quick.
She pulled out a steel bat, changed her mind. Of course, pinfalls or submissions don't matter on the outside, but she is not looking for that.
Oh,
kicking away. Oh, what a roundhouse!
Followed up by a staggering roundhouse kick. I love it.
Straight
back
right
into the steel steps.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that connection on that close cam there in the corner. My word.
Oh, Xander still fighting back.
Gets Alice Young back in the ring. Going for a pin, certainly.
After an arm breaker, will it be enough too? No. Not enough.
So certainly Young not rocked enough. Again, anger purely fueling her in this matchup.
This is with the body splash. Young rolls out the way. Well, this be the moment the veteran in the middle of the ring swoops in. No arm drag takedown by Xander. Very simple counter, but it was effective against Young, taking Young off guard.
Oh, trapping the arms again. Neck breaker.
Dropping arm net breaker by Xander. Just sitting back and letting the weight of Young fall on her. It's a tremendous debilitating move.
Yeah, it's almost like double whammy, choking them with their own arms at the same time. Michinoku driver.
With authority by Emma Xander. Shades of the East goes to the pin. 2. It's enough. No.
I think Chatoba's hand literally struck the floor.
He absolutely struck the floor, Erwin. That could not have been any closer. That was 2.9.9. But Chatoba called that Young's shoulder was up minutely before the count. My word, it does not get any closer. Xander went right back on the attack with another neck breaker.
Shitoka even
One
apologising.
more high impact manoeuvre, Erwin.
To Xander after
Oh,
that.
onto the eyes, all legal here, Extreme Rules. Another inverted DDT.
What a match this has been. Xander showing her worth in that ring every step of the way here. Doing a little taunting here.
Sweeping back.
boot.
Alice Young, Emma Xander can feel it. Can feel the blood in the water. Can feel the history being written. Another rake to the eyes. Emma Xander needs to hit something big and hit it now. Into the corner goes Young.
You see how much this is taken out of Xander. Oh wait, has the arm locked again.
That chop, we've seen this before. Springboard drop kick. Tremendous athleticism. That could be it right here.
She's got a long way to travel for the pin.
Xander taking her time. Showing that cocky attitude. Will it be enough? 2. Yes! Emma Xander has just beaten Alice Young. What an upset live here tonight. At Turmoil, my word, what have we just seen, Erwin?
Well, I think we've seen the progression of Emma Xander. I think you're going to have to start taking her seriously in those women's rankings.
Many people would have put their mortgage on Alice Young here tonight, Erwin, but tonight Emma Xander has come up trumps against a much more experienced opponent. What a victory for Emma Xander. The controversy with Sakamoto's Dixon's music playing in the middle of this matchup, distracting both ladies.
That was about. We don't even know why Emma Xander attacked Diana Simmons at the end of the first match. Perhaps it was simply to get a match like this to prove what she can actually do in that ring one-on-one.
But regardless of why it happened, it didn't damper what was an extremely good matchup between two very competitive ladies here tonight, and Emma Xander pulling off, I think, unarguably the biggest victory of her career today over Alice Young. What a win!
Most definitely a huge, huge success. But now we move into the US rankings, and the psychopath Troy Webster will face the man that can change a match in a blink of an eye. Had a brutal match against Warlord. I mean, he did get pinned, but he didn't really lose, if you ask me. He gave it his all.
It's the immovable object versus the unstoppable force here tonight in Troy Webster and Brad Moss. These two men, these two sluggers, heavy hitters. Well, he doesn't really cover it. With Troy Webster and Brad Moss, this one's going to be ugly, folks. It's not going to be pretty, and it could be short.
Very, very similar stats. I mean, Troy Webster 191 days as a tag team champion, Brad Moss 193 days as US champion. And hang on a second.
Wait a minute.
Unexpectedly, Tyler York making his way to the ring again. We saw the Gangster in action earlier on.
Yeah, the Gangsters tag team partner. Not expected here tonight.
Of course, expected at Riot though. Sure, Tyler York has something on his mind, or he wouldn't be out here. We don't often see him talk.
It's a pipe bomb from the Hit Squad.
Tyler York making a statement.
Tyler York firmly believes that the hit spot's time is now. Got those sights set on Magnum Opus's tag team titles and believes the Hit Squad's time has never been better, even with the injury of Rick Weaver. Tyler York believes he's either going to face a, well, less than 100% guy or a guy who's spreading himself too thin.
Well, yeah, his own words, and I've got to agree with him. Snake, the man spreading himself thin, once again winning a developmental program's championship belt,
which has been competed for again by several veterans, not just Snake. Snake's just the only one who wins it.
And then, of course, he's going to be taking Rick Weaver's place in that tag team match come Riot if Rick Weaver is not cleared.
Well, I think it all does depend right now on the injury of Rick Weaver. We've heard it is a pretty serious rotary cuff injury for the prodigy of the mastermind.
It's not usually something you can come back from in a week.
Absolutely not. I mean, it's such a shame. What a time for it to happen, Owen, just before Riot in the hottest streak of his career, being forced to vacate the Intercontinental Championship.
Adrian Goldman trying to get a message across, and well, I wouldn't say overstepping the line, but well, the message was plain as day as the result of that match. Don't cross the boss or you could get hurt, quite literally.
Yes, I mean, Adrian Goldman is not a forgiving man. The Magnum Opus have got on the wrong side of him more than once. Well, Troy Webster has brought company back, Brute. Accompanies him to the ring today, and the Trailblazers coming in force. Troy Webster 5'11", 235, a three-time tag team champion with Bat Brute. It's dangerous enough on his own. These two men seem absolutely determined to promote their interests. They firmly both believe they are main event players here in N.E.W, and perhaps they've seen this fragmentation both in End Times and Magnum Opus as an opportunity to cement themselves more on the card and as power players here in N.E.W. This is the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity for the Trailblazers, Erwin. Can they take it?
If you ask me, the first ever tag team champions are asking for more credit than they are deserving at the moment, but they are a deadly force. Brad Morse now has double the work on his plate in this match.
An eerie silence for a complex man. Brad Morse, 5'10", 240 pounds, a proud resident of Greenwich, Connecticut, a two-time United States champion, alpha athlete, no doubt about it.
Great competitor, a bit of a mixed opinion amongst the faithful N.E.W fans. He kind of does teeter that edge quite often. I mean, just as you know, getting to love him beats the hell out of someone you really like, and just as you're getting to hate him, he beats the hell out of a real villain here.
Brad Morse dances freely between the shadow and the light. He does what he needs to do. Shatopa rings the bell, and here we go. Could be an interesting matchup. Snap suplex.
Again, very
quick
similar.
start by Morse.
It's just their methods are a little different. It's going to be interesting to see how this one actually plays out.
Oh, spinning net breaker. Impact Morse. High impact maneuver after high impact maneuver. Straight away. Focusing on the spine of Troy Webster. Runs those rope, both men connecting there in the ring, giving Webster a moment to recover. Runs Morse off those ropes right into a net breaker. Oh, a swift kick to the spine. Cashing a few of those checks that Morse cashed earlier on in this matchup. Oh, that was a firm kick to the sternum, and again. Troy Webster keeping it simple. Fireman carry counter by Morse.
I wouldn't even say their wrestling styles are much dissimilar.
Oh! Another
definitely
planning
used the
DDT by
DDT.
Morse. Not even a 1. Not even a 1 after a hellacious DDT like that. Just shows you what sluggers both these men are.
Used to dishing them out, but can definitely take one, that's for sure.
Well, Brad Morse there with a guillotine on
But
Webster.
now Bad Brute makes his
Well,
first interjection.
How
in this
long
match.
was this going to take? Not long is the answer.
Oh wait!
Countless the backdrop though. Brad Morse had that one scouted. What a right hand by Brad Morse.
Truly a veteran response from Brad Morse.
Nothing fancy about it.
Despite
Just a straight right to the chin of Troy Webster. Well, I said it was going to be a fight, folks. It's been exactly that. Middle rope goes Morse, misses with a double axe handle. Webster sidestepped it. Backdrop by Webster. On the disorientated Morse.
oh,
Counters, European uppercut.
oh look at that! Bad
And
Brute
a
on the
never
outside, rolling in.
Vicious right hand by Morse.
Steel chair here.
Jawbreaker and a lariat. Good combination by Webster. That steel chair will not be removed until it is safe to do so by Mike Shatopa.
Yeah, Bad Brute trying to provide a distraction.
Oh,
But thankfully Brad Morse stayed on top of Troy Webster, not allowing him to use that chair.
another strong DDT and a hard elbow by Webster. Now finally gaining some momentum against Brad Morse.
Dominant for a fair while here. But now, oh wait, Morse.
Morse though counters. Reverse DDT again. It's a battle of the DDTs here tonight. Webster with that sweep to Morse.
Well, the double arm is what Troy Webster tries
Gain
to
some
put people
grudging
away with.
admiration from these fans after what these men have put themselves through here tonight.
Snap.
Corkscrew takedown. Webster with that banded G-break net wrench again, slowing his pace again, wearing down his opponent now in.
Catching some breath himself, perhaps. Rolling Brad Morse back toward the ring.
Oh, and a
Centre.
swift kick right to the heart of Brad Morse, who counters on a hard shoulder. Right back to Webster. Returns the favour. Brad Morse now trying to psych himself up.
Again, Bad Brute providing a distraction.
Just in the nick of time, and my word.
A tiger facebuster there.
Tremendous facebuster, followed up by the backdrop by Webster.
Quite
Hard
a
left.
unique maneuver there. Oh,
Followed by a hard knee by Webster. Oh my god.
sit out scoop slam. Webster back on a roll here.
Webster's down to feel it. Fisherman suplex.
Couldn't quite hook the leg though.
Now the sheer
He slipped
momentum.
free.
Bounce the knee free. Webster choosing not to go for a pin. Was that the mistake there by Troy Webster?
Perhaps think he might have wasted too much time. Oh, this might do it.
Oh, double underhook.
DDT.
Shades of Cactus Jack. It was enough tonight. Bang, bang goes Troy Webster.
You've got to question if Bad Brute wasn't at ringside, would this have been a different story? It seemed Brad Morse had it all until that interference took place. Nevertheless, Troy Webster is indeed victorious.
A hell of a matchup between Webster and Morse. It wasn't pretty. It was an ugly confrontation
Well,
between two hard hitters.
I don't think that's going to put Brad Morse down for long though. I'm sure he will be back in action. Brad Morse is a tough cookie, always looking for the next opportunity. He will learn from this and come back stronger.
So we certainly hope so. Troy Webster won't be worried too much about that here tonight. Knows another victory puts him in a prime position after Riot. Good victory for Webster, who's gaining momentum in that division. Well, coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we must move on.
Yes, that second out of 3 matches to find the slots for that Intercontinental title match, the replacement match, which would have been Rick Weaver versus Charlie Braddock. Charlie Braddock getting the instant bye to get through to this match nonetheless. Blaze winning the first one. Cowboy Roy wants in, and he has got it against Magnum Opus's entry for this series. This could be an incredible match.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely outrageous that Jimmy Falcon has to face Cowboy Roy. I mean, Jimmy Falcon's been diligently working his way through this division, and Cowboy Roy just saunts in after we haven't seen him for months and earns an opportunity straight away against the hard-fought Jimmy Falcon.
Wow.
I mean, I think this is an outrage, and once again shows the bias towards Magnum Opus and their associations. Don't forget now, when Jimmy Falcon's not even an official member of the group, his contract's just owned by Snake. All he is just a guy trying to earn a living. And tonight, because of Adrian Goldman's iron fist, has to face an icon like Cowboy Roy.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're right. If Vega, Rick Weaver or Snake had 272 days under their belt as a champion, there'd be no chance that you'd be championing them when they got the same opportunity to walk right in to a match they fully well deserved. But hang on a second, Alice Young, after a shocking defeat at the hands of Emma Zander, is back out here once more.
Alice Young seemingly not had enough here tonight. Something on her mind. True thoughts? Well, it remains to be seen. But Alice Young is here. Alice Young never does this here in N.E.W. This news could be huge. Oh, wait a minute! Barrier! The mistress of mind games has just interrupted Alice Young. Touching endorsement of Diana Simmons.
Yeah, talking about how Simmons is going to be the first ever 4 times women's champion by the end of Riot.
The mistress of mind games clearly disagrees. This red hot women's division lighting up N.E.W. once again.
Perhaps coming out here on behalf of her partner, the champion.
Well, Farrier and Alice Young with that war of words. Farrier coming out, telling Alice Young that this title is staying exactly where it is, around the waist of Sonia Jackson, and the tag team titles are theirs.
Of course.
But theirs, Erwin.
Well, yeah, and I mean, of course, in our trio of main events here tonight, that is one of the decisions that will be made. Who gets that ultimate fourth point that will send them to Riot, the Scorpions, or Foxy Valentines?
Yeah, Farrier could be living up to her words later here tonight, but Jimmy Falcon has a task ahead of him, to say the very least. And as all the ranking matches are here in N.E.W, this one's Extreme Rules. It's going to be Jimmy Falcon versus the Icon, the returning, the legend, Cowboy Roy, here tonight, the associate of Magnum Opus, with his biggest test to date, Erwin, against the last Lone Rider.
I think Jimmy Falcon is one hell of an athlete. But when you're looking at a legend like Cowboy Roy, it's kind of been a surprise that Rick Weaver finally toppled him after that 272-day amalgamation of his two Intercontinental runs.
You know, and if I was Jimmy Falcon, I would have been right on the phone to Rick Weaver and asked that guy, how did he beat this Icon? Falcon and Weaver are really at similar stages of their career, or at least should be on paper. Jimmy Falcon, if he's got any sense, has learned from the real prodigy Rick Weaver. Jimmy Falcon, 5'9", 220 pounds, from Miami, Florida. Yet to hold gold here in N.E.W, but his hopes are high. He's come closer than he ever has before, under the wing of the mastermind Snake, the associate of Magnum Opus, Erwin, Jimmy Falcon.
One of these men tonight will join Blaze and Charlie Braddock and be determined fourth in a shot at the Intercontinental title. Jimmy Falcon could pick up his first championship, and it could be essentially what Adrian Goldman classes as the second highest, but possibly the hardest working belt for N.E.W.
The workhorse gold.
Definitely. I mean, the matches we've seen to defend that title, I kind of feel embarrassed sometimes as a world champion in the comparison that some of those matches have always stolen the show. We know it time and time again. You kind of dread going on after them.
Just think about
when he's involved.
Well, exactly what you were saying, Owen. Just think about all the Iron Man matches. Just think about all the Last Man Standing matches. Just think about all the cage matches, all the Hell in a Cell matches, all the First Blood matches. No one has seen hell more than Cowboy Roy, 6'2", 250 pounds, from Dallas, Texas, the two-time Intercontinental Champion, to a raucous reception live here in Newcastle. The Lone Ranger has returned.
Fans have quite literally lost their shit, as they did last night when Cowboy Roy asked quite openly in the ring for Adrian Goldman to count him in this opportunity to regain what he must consider, after nearly 300 days, his title.
Every run is speculated as the last. Every match, every day there are questions, there are rumours. How long will a Cowboy go? Well, the answer seems to be however long he damn well pleases.
Atmosphere changes when this man approaches the ring. Jimmy Falcon is hidden for a tough match here. It is what has essentially made this a trio of main events.
It's never an easy night at work when the Cowboy's involved. Jimmy Falcon could be taken to the woodshed if he's not careful here tonight. The veteran versus a rookie. Shatopa rings the bell, and here we go. Oh, hard right hand.
Caught though.
Gut range by Falcon. What a response.
I was about to say, if this might be before this match kicked off so quickly, Falcon is going to have to use that speed to try and counteract Roy's strength. Oh, going straight off with an Oshigoroshi.
There we go. What a maneuver by Falcon early on in this match. Getting high impact out of the way. Goes for a quick pin. Well, an upset this will Biggie too. No! How close was that? Jimmy Falcon taking Cowboy Roy completely by surprise after that Oshigoroshi gets a close too.
I think Falcon realised to beat Roy, go big and fast, and he has done just that.
Oh, forearm! What a
Roy is bust open.
That vicious forearm smash has busted open the Cowboy.
Has been rocked.
No! I think Falcon was took back by Cowboy Roy. All blood and just hesitated that split second. If he didn't do that, this one could be over.
Yeah, that was the mistake Falcon made.
Oh, Samoa dropped by the Cowboy. Blood and all by the veteran.
Amping himself up here.
What a clothesline, and again.
Ducks one from Falcon.
3 in a row. How in the name of hell is Cowboy Roy?
Literally said, go on kid,
moving.
give me your best shot. Falcon did just that. And now, oh wait,
didn't connect with that
Falcon blocked
it. Tries to go for a bad bomb, counters.
Rolled over with a sunset flip. Shitopa shocked himself.
Oh, Slaughter the count gets a 2.
Still nearly a 3. Could have been if Shitopa was there, perhaps.
Oh, the belly overhead by the Cowboy. What a response by the veteran Texan.
Falcon back to the head though.
Oh, zero distance spear by the Cowboy.
That's gotta be all center of the ring, not that it matters.
No!
Falcon this time showing ungodly resilience and kicking out at the near fall of 3. Oh.
A lack of common sense perhaps has kept Jimmy Falcon in this one, but he is primed and ready after sidestepping the body splash. One high impact maneuver could do it. Wait a minute. Falcon clash. Falcon clash.
Rolls into a pin.
Rolls it over. 2. It's over.
I don't believe it. In phenomenal blitz from both men. Cowboy Roy with that crimson mask engulfing him after the count of 3. Falcon managing to get the better of the legend tonight.
To hell with Cowboy Roy's crimson mask. What a victory for Jimmy Falcon, the associate of Magnum Opus. Stock is rising tonight. He beat the Icon. What a Falcon clash that was. From nowhere, the blood loss already taking it out of the Icon. But what a victory for Jimmy Falcon, Owen.
Finding himself the 3rd man in that fatal 4-way that will take place. Magnum Opus still do indeed have some stock in that Intercontinental title opportunity. What a match. But now we move on to the decider, who will face the Outlaws this Sunday for those tag title belts. Will it be the Scorpions or will it be Foxy Valentines?
For me, Owen, far too close to call. 2 of the best women's tag teams in N.E.W. today. The Scorpions and Foxy Valentine. Should be an epic tag team confrontation between 2 of the best. Both teams have held the much coveted N.E.W. Women's Tag Team Championships before. And both want to do so again. I mean, can you pick a favourite here tonight, Erwin? I think that's the question.
Well, I mean, the Scorpions have been on a phenomenal blitz, but I mean, Foxy Valentines have equalled that 3 apiece here, this being the decider who will get the 4th victory. I mean, the women's champion taking a devastating blow from Diana Simmons. Now may have to work double duty if they do get that victory.
I'm getting a producer's I'm getting a producer in my ear telling me that Foxy Valentines have of course won the Women's Tag Team Championships before, but the Scorpions have yet to do so.
Yes,
that's my mistake, I do apologise. The Scorpions clawing it all back here against Foxy Valentines, and if they beat the Fox and Nancy Valentine here tonight and got that shot at Riot 12, well, that would be huge news for Sonia Jackson and Farrier. That could make Sonia Jackson only the 2nd ever dual champion if everything else worked out at Riot 12 ever here in N.E.W.
Just moments ago making a huge statement that those tag titles are theirs. We'll have to win this one to even have a chance of proving that. This will not be pretty. These two teams have got very, very personal very, very quickly.
I think between these two teams it's always been personal, jockeying for position since day one. The Scorpions, with their unusual, eerie entrance, Sonia Jackson and Farrier. Jackson 5'3", 126 pounds. Farrier 5'8", 152 pounds. Jackson from Essex, Vermont, and Farrier from Lisbon, Portugal. Of course, Sonia Jackson, the current women's champion, a 3-time N.E.W. Women's Heavyweight Champion overall. Farrier, a former EFW Women's Champion in her own right, yet to hold Tag Team Gold. The closest they have ever got is this tournament right here, but they have to get past the 2-time Women's N.E.W. Tag Team Champions, Foxy Valentines, here tonight. A tall order, Erwin.
Especially after the utilisation of that chair in that one-on-one match by Diana Simmons, which essentially got her the victory. Sonia Jackson may still be feeling the effects of that here tonight, and may now have the fact of having to defend her women's title on her mind as well. May change the complexion of this match from what it once was. I don't know how confident Sonia Jackson is compared to Farrier's seemingly complete confidence in their ability to pull out a win here tonight.
And will there come a moment in this matchup where Sonia Jackson decides that her World Championship just means more? Farrier is all in. Is Sonia Jackson? A lot of questions for the Scorpions here tonight. No such worries, however, for the shameless self-promoters. It's Foxy Valentine. The Fox 5'5", 132 pounds, and Nancy Valentine 5'2", 109 pounds. The Fox from Pawtucket, Rhode Island, and Nancy Valentine from Long Island, New York. Fox, a 2-time Women's Tag Team Champion alongside Valentine. And the former Women's Champion. Oh, wait a minute.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Who is that?
Force are out here.
What the hell?
Foxy Valentines.
The hell are True Force doing here, Erwin?
Well, of course, the gripe between Farrier and Alice Young here. Of course, Diana Simmons now with interest on Sonia Jackson's title.
Well, never say never in N.E.W, but I did not expect that for 1 minute. This title's so hotly contested in this division.
Jackson and Farrier are just locked eyes with True Force and moving their way around the ring.
Definitive proof, I think, Erwin, that rivalry has gotten personal here in N.E.W. No doubt about that.
Sonia Jackson is not happy, expressing her rage in the background there. And the fans not happy with any of this.
It's a 4-on-2 assault. This is all this is gonna be. Shitopa rings a bell. Farrier out the blocks quickly. Oh, what a Hurricane Rana takedown to the Fox.
Swift attack to get things going, and a big forearm there as well. Armbreaker. Faria starting off strong. And no, the odds are even more against her now.
Oh, absolutely. They have to start off strong. They have no choice the longer this match goes on. The better news it is for Fox and Valentine, who have the numbers advantage here tonight, no question. Stomped to the midsection by Faria. Oh, hard elbow by the Fox, the first ever dual champion here in N.E.W, not without a trick or two.
Kick to the leg by Faria though.
Another hurricane rounded by the mistress of mind games. That tremendous athleticism, that unorthodox style has made Faria a dangerous opponent for any woman. Oh, what body splash. Did not connect. The Fox rolls out the way and makes the tag to Nancy Valentine, her protege. Quick off the bat, fireman carry counter to Faria. Oh,
shot to the face there.
Further DDT. And a stomp right to the spine, and again by Nancy Valentine.
Dominant action from Fox and Nancy Valentine, who may have very well.
Yes, they may be shameless, and yes, they may be self-promoting, but by God, they are ruthless. Nancy Valentine and the Fox have become one of the most dangerous teams in the women's division, in my opinion.
Look at this, Faria just waiting. He's not stupid enough to get out there.
Match it over with this liberal count of 10. Got to 3.9. And a snap suplex by Nancy Valentine. Got back into the ring quick and connected with that huge suplex.
Jackson desperately reaching out for a tag, but Faria is a long way from her corner here.
Yeah, the mistress of mind games taken completely by surprise by that run-in snap suplex by Valentine. Showing tremendous speed and technical ability. The Fox must be proud of a prize-winning protege. Oh!
Guillotine there. Valentine allowing the tag.
I think that just shows you
champion exploding in.
Just how confident Nancy Valentine is, letting the current women's champion in the ring, but that could have been a huge mistake for Nancy Valentine.
Cocky. Sonia Jackson claiming control here.
Oh! Nancy Valentine really needs to make that tag, still didn't do so. Playing right into the hands of Sonia Jackson. Oh!
Laying a shot in, allowing Valentine
finally now
to get the tag.
Northern Light suplex by the Fox. Instant response for Foxy Valentine. Sonia Jackson is wrong. Oh, wait a minute. Arm drag. Counter by the champion.
Sonia Jackson pulling it back here. Interestingly though, look where Diana Simmons has placed herself. Moved around the ring there. Jackson not letting that deter her, taking on Nancy Valentine, not the legal woman in this match.
Oh, Jackson will take on all comers. She's proven that as champion. The Scorpion is hitting anything that moves.
Yeah, while Fox is getting the count out here, Jackson is sending a message to Diana Simmons.
Top onto 5. Fox finally back in to the ring, but her protege has been taken out by the champion. Topper is down at the hands of the Fox. Was that intentional?
This could certainly spell trouble for the Scorpions. Oh, a chair has been slid in the ring.
Well, isn't that convenient? Our senior official Mike Topper is down.
Getting to his feet.
Back into that upcut red suplex by Jackson.
Fox making the
tag by Fox. How fresh is Valentine? The steel
Alex Young distracting the ref. Sonia Jackson in disgust, eliminating the steel chair from this equation.
Yeah, I think Jackson momentarily thought about using that chair, but and saw the positioning of the referee and thought better of it. Jostling for position with Nancy Valentine back into the Scorpion's corner, makes a tag to Faria.
Oh, and the leg sweep, we know what this is. Figure 4 stop.
What a stomp by Farrier and Jackson.
But Fox
Farrier
and
goes to the
Alice Young
pin.
distracting Shatopa in the corner.
Multiple distractions for the referee to deal with. Has given Farrier more to do.
Oh, and
Valentine counters
pulling
with
it
that
back.
DDT. What a match.
Oh wait, Diana Simmons acting a bit erratic, perhaps trying to distract Shatopa once again.
Well, Mike
Both of
Shatopa's
the
had a hard
Scorpions
night already.
laying out on the outside here.
Live in Newcastle here tonight.
Valentine getting some receipts on Sonia Jackson.
For the Metro Arena.
Oh, into the steel steps, the women's champion.
What a shot. With a title on the line at Riot 12.
Farrier back to her
Connecting.
feet.
Multiple times with the steel.
Counted the backdrop, did not catch the Luthez press.
You see what a tremendous counter by Valentine, but that Luthez press just eroding the accomplishment immediately.
The count at halfway though.
Shatopa over halfway.
Bow and
On
arrow
a
on the
7.
outside here.
It's knocking out there, Owen.
Simmons almost blocking Farrier's re-entry here. Shatopa with a little
Count
choice,
of 8.
count of 8.
Shatopa
Oh,
giving
drop
these.
kick by Farrier. And she's running back in. The Scorpions could have
wait a
very well
minute.
sealed it. They have with
My
a count
word.
out.
A count out victory is still a victory after a skirmish on the outside of the ring turned into a war.
Really?
Farrier capitalised at a key moment and
well.
pulled off a big, important victory for the Scorpions.
And does that mean Farrier's words earlier are going to come true? Can Sonia Jackson pull a double header, retain her women's championship, and gain the tag team titles as the Scorpions?
Well,
They're going to face the Outlaws to at least try at Riot 12.
Could it be a busy night for Sonia Jackson at Riot 12? What a match that promises to be. The Outlaws versus the Scorpions for the N.E.W. Women's Tag Team Championships. What a match. Important victory for Jackson and Farrier on their quest for their first ever N.E.W. Tag Team Gold.
Huge victory there, but we go on into essentially a fan-fueled main event. A lot of world rankings matches have been taken place. Simon Youngblood was on one hell of a roll, got given a night off, and then Hannibal Jacobs reminded everyone why he was a world champion for 115 days. And now everyone wanted, this kept around the locker room, it goes around the fans, you heard it in arenas everywhere. They wanted to see Simon Youngblood and Hannibal Jacobs go one-on-one, and we are going to get that here tonight.
The tapestry of this rivalry, this storied rivalry between Simon Youngblood and Hannibal Jacobs is part of the legend that is N.E.W. Woven into the very fabric of this company. A tale as old as time.
And once again, every single championship will be on the line at Riot 12. The card is filled. And we still have a brawl to go. Who knows what craziness Adrian Goldman has planned for that.
And this chapter, the most recent in a violent and bloodied rivalry, was Simon Youngblood, the Lone Wolf, the Lionheart, 6'1", 220 pounds, from Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky, former United States champion Irwin, former N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. Youngblood is on a mission to become world champion one more time.
You know, if you keep calling him Lionheart, Chris Jericho will probably do a run-in on him.
Hey, bring it on. I'd love to see Chris Jericho in an N.E.W. ring. That bowler hat would pass the style around here just fine. I have one myself, but Gordon won't let me wear it.
I must say, stranger things have happened here in N.E.W. Youngblood one hell of a run. Again, both of these men have just proven why they have been world champion before, and why I believe both of them will see that championship again. It's just a question of who's going to get it first. They've been on absolute fire as of late, these two.
Where and when is the question, not if. Hannibal Jacobs, 6'2", 355 pounds from Albuquerque, New Mexico, former TV champion, former two-time N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. Jacobs' second run a little bit disappointing, he feels himself. This road to redemption continues against the oldest enemy, arguably, he has left here in N.E.W. against Simon Youngblood here tonight. What does the unorthodox one, Hannibal Jacobs, need to do against a man who knows him better than he knows himself?
The thing with this match is, I don't think anyone, anywhere, has a pick. I think if you try and make a pick in this match, then you haven't followed these two in their career. Both very unpredictable, both have pulled out some tremendous victories. And I just don't know what the hell we're about to see. All I know is it's going to be tremendous. What a main event we are about to witness, and I can only believe from these two.
A tremendous night live tonight in Newcastle. Whiplash brings you a pay-per-view worthy main event between two former world champions who have a history, have a grudge, and have a score to settle here tonight. It's a classic N.E.W. one-on-one. It doesn't get any better for the purists than Simon Youngblood versus Hannibal Jacobs live tonight.
Now producers in my ear telling me, of course, there is one match left to determine for Riot, and that is that fourth person in that Intercontinental match.
Well,
is this what we get now, producers in our ears when we make mistakes? We could have to talk about producers quite a lot here at N.E.W. if that's the case.
You speak for yourself.
Don't let them detract from this main event. This is going to be brilliant.
The most unnecessary production note I've ever heard. Here we go. Simon Youngblood. Oh.
Strength of Jacobs there.
Kick to the ribs there by Hannibal Jacobs.
Wasting no time, but Youngblood returning with a knee. Went for an enziguri but missed.
On the shoulders goes Youngblood. Hannibal Jacobs, the veteran by 2 years in this matchup. Against Simon Youngblood. Oh, club to the back. Both these men's pillars of N.E.W. Another neck breaker there by Jacobs. Getting the momentum early on here.
Yeah, starting to gain control, but just as he
went for a scoop slam. Youngblood a little bit quicker. A net breaker of his own, cashing that check early.
Again, I just don't know what to expect. There's a bit of aura.
Sling blade.
Sling blade.
What a sling blade by Youngblood.
Youngblood now starting to pick up momentum. But just as he does,
carry counter by Jacobs, and you can expect this throughout this matchup. In my opinion, these two men will have each other well scouted, to say the least. Jacobs with that big elbow smash right to the face of Simon Youngblood. He follows it up with that patented GBH neck wrench to slow this thing down. That leg sweep by Youngblood quickens it right back up, chopping Jacobs to his feet.
Youngblood getting a bit infuriated, spending his time on the outside there. Oh, coming back in.
Oh.
Furious shots.
Shot after shot, sidesteps a drop kick. Oh, big shoulder barge there by Jacobs. Off, right and left between the two men, and another flying drop kick there by Simon Youngblood. Quite right, Erwin, single leg, apologies.
Well, it was still flying, believe me, that velocity there. Oh, and a blockbuster. That's one of Hannibal Jacobs' moves.
Yes, it is, bringing out someone from the old school, right from Hannibal Jacobs' locker with that blockbuster right into the other corner. Simon Youngblood starting to feel confident. Hard forearm right to the spine, that kick and that club right across the chest. Nothing pretty about that from the Lionheart. Goes for a pin here. The top is down. 1, not even a 2.
Just a 1. In a tense matchup that's getting very, very personal.
Right to the eyes. Oh. To the back of the head and a club to the spine by Jacobs.
Oh, and right over the top goes Youngblood. Hard lariat from Hannibal Jacobs doing the job there. Choke on the outside of the apron before returning in. Both of these men fighting a little dirty here tonight.
To Jacobs and a spine buster to Simon Youngblood. A stomp to the chest to follow up after that double A spine buster block by Youngblood. What a kick! What a roundhouse kick by Youngblood. Sheer instinct.
Oh, we've seen this before. Schoolboy super kick.
That could be it. With those flurries of kicks, Jacobs could be out.
Yeah, but I think Youngblood knows what Jacobs is made of. I mean, he just shook that off just then before Youngblood returned those attacks.
Snap me a takedown. One high impact maneuver. Jacobs knows this. Fights back. Punch to the gut. Jawbreaker by Youngblood. Oh!
And I still haven't remembered what that move is called.
Well, the reverse neckbreaker suplex. Wherever the hell it is. It's impressive, it's destructive, and it has debilitated Hannibal Jacobs.
It took a lot out of Youngblood as well.
Oh!
Huge enziguri there.
Right across the head of Jacobs, whose arms are down, who's looking like he's in real trouble. Arm drag takedown. Oh, just working an arm there, Youngblood. Following through with those big knees.
Another schoolboy
super kick again, right to the skull of Jacobs. That has to be it. Bell well and truly rang. 2. Yes, it's over.
What a triumphant victory from Simon Youngblood, but both going at it full force.
Absolutely emphatic victory by Simon Youngblood, Erwin. Let's call it what it was.
Yeah.
That was dominant by the Lionheart. What a victory over Hannibal Jacobs. What a main event.
What a whiplash we have just witnessed. Again, we are on the road to Riot. There is one more show from New Extremes Wrestling before this Sunday, and that is tomorrow night, midnight, for Brawl. We have no idea, other than that final Intercontinental spot, what the hell Adrian Goldman has planned. Is probably going to be chaos. What a victory for Simon Youngblood.
Tremendous.
And we leave you with that. Thank you and good night.
Good night.